You can be deeply in love, living together, sharing meals, memories, mortgage payments, and still feel like your body is starving in the silence. Sex can vanish from a relationship and no one wants to talk about it. But that silence, it starts to rot the roots of the bond. So today I'm sharing my story of being sex-starved in love and breaking down all the hidden reasons why intimacy dries up, even when no one's cheating, even when no one's given up, and what you can actually do about it. I remember walking through my apartment wearing the cutest lingerie I could find. Lace, red, the works. I cooked, cleaned, lit the candles, done the whole soft feminine thing, and nothing. Not even a smile. Not even a, hey, you look nice. I felt like I was floating around, invisible, while the person I loved the most sat across the room, scrolling and zoning out. We used to have sex all the time, almost every day. That playful, connected, we can't keep our hands off of each other kind. So passionate. But slowly, it dwindled. And then nothing. We were still living together, still sleeping in the same bed, still saying, I love you. But where was the proof of that love? No touch, no flirting, no effort. And me? I started clinging, trying harder, shrinking more, hoping the right meal, the right tone, the right outfit would somehow win him back. But what I didn't realize is that he had already checked out, and eventually I learned he had been cheating. The truth gutted me, but the deeper wound was this. I had abandoned myself long before he ever did. I knew something was wrong. I felt the void. I lived in it, but I never spoke about it. Had I started that conversation sooner, maybe, just maybe, I could have left the relationship less broken and more whole. Now let's zoom out, because not every story involves cheating or betrayal. Sex disappearing in a relationship doesn't always mean someone's unfaithful or emotionally gone. Here's some other very real, very human reasons sex dries up. Number one, unspoken resentment. When there's built up hurt, little betrayals, broken agreements, passive jabs, intimacy shuts down. Who wants to get naked with someone they're secretly mad at? Sex becomes hard when your heart is holding grudges. Number two, stress and overwhelm. Modern love often means two burnt out people trying to squeeze passion between emails, bills, kids, and chaos. When the nervous system is fried, the libido says, not today, sweetie. It's not about attraction, it's about exhaustion. Number three, emotional disconnection. You stop having deep conversations. You stop sharing what's really going on inside. And without that emotional bridge, physical intimacy feels off, even forced. You can't open your body when your heart's on lockdown. Number four, unacknowledged shame or trauma. If one or both partners carry sexual shame, past trauma, or religious guilt, they may want intimacy but feel blocked. This isn't stubbornness, it's a protection mechanism. And unless it's named, it stays in the shadows, secretly running the show. Number five, hormonal or health changes. Things like menopause, chronic illness, childbirth, or even certain medications can affect libido, sometimes dramatically. This can trigger embarrassment, shutdown, or even feelings of inadequacy. But when you don't talk about it, that's when the distance just grows. And number six, loss of polarity. When couples become too much like business partners, roommates, or co parents, sexual energy can fizzle out. Why? Because of polarity. The dance between masculine and feminine energy, however you define it, creates charge. Without that spark of opposites, things go flat, predictable, platonic. So if sex has faded in your relationship, ask, are we emotionally connected? Is one of us silently resentful? Is something else asking to be healed through presence, not pressure? It's not always about the sex itself. Sometimes sex is the symptom, not the root. So, what do you do when you're starving for sex and not getting it? Start here. Break the silence. Say the thing. Don't wait until you're crumbling to bring it up. Try, I've been feeling lonely in our intimacy. I miss being close to you, and I want to find our way back. Can we talk about it? That's not drama, that's leadership in love. Number two, check in with yourself. Are you asking for sex to feel loved, to feel safe, to avoid conflict, to stay relevant? These are sacred longings, but if sex is the only doorway, you're missing the full house. Ask yourself what you really need, and name that too. Three, co create a reconnection plan. If your partner's open, work together. Schedule sensual time without pressure for penetration. Practice emotional check ins. Bring in a therapist or a coach if things feel stuck. If they're not open, that tells you something too. The choice no one talks about. Here's the tender truth: you can't force desire, but you can choose to stop starving. If you've tried and they won't meet you, even halfway, it might be time to choose yourself, your joy, your vitality, your aliveness. Not because you gave up, but because you finally decided that shrinking, clinging, and waiting for crumbs is not love. And here's what I've learned: when you stop abandoning your own needs, you start attracting relationships that feed you. If this spoke to your heart, I want to hear from you. Have you been silently starving in your relationship? Have you been afraid to name your need for touch, connection, being chosen? You're not too much. You're not crazy. And you're not alone. Leave a comment, share your story. And if you're ready to reclaim your central truth and step into intimacy that actually nourishes you, check out the Enlightened Lover course below. Like, subscribe, and send this to someone who needs a loving nudge out of silence and back into their power. Sincerely and with love, Guru Mora.